How fast must a man go to get from where he's at?
You know, you put together 2 good years. You win a couple of spots.
Well, I just hope you don't end up asking yourself the question some folks ask me. What's he do it for?
Well, I'll be famous. I'll be a champion.
The world's full of them.
Yeah, you ski fast, but you're reckless. You never had any real education, did you? All you ever had was your skis. And that's not enough.
I waited for you in Mazhev.
But why, David? You know I had plans for Christmas, didn't you?
Oh, let me see.
Superbly calm and with the absolute concentration the sport demands. A concentration which can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Hey, David!
Paramount Pictures presents Downhill Racer, a Wildwood International Limited production, starring Robert Redford, Gene Hackman, Camilla Sparv. How fast must a man go to get from where he's at?
Hey everyone, this is Michael again and coming at you with another movie review. And this review is going to be on Downhill Racer, which was released in 1969. And the film stars Robert Redford and Gene Hackman. The film was directed by Michael Ritchie, who directed The Candidate, which was another film that he had Robert Redford in, which he was the lead in that film, which I heard nothing but good things about. The Candidate. Of course, he directed The Bad News Bears. He also directed The Survivors with Walter Matthau and Robin Williams, which I remember seeing that years ago, and I found the film okay. I mean, very underrated for a Walter Matthau and Robin Williams film. It's a film that, I want to get a chance to rewatch someday, revisit. He also directed both of the Fletch films, Fletch and Fletch Lives with Chevy Chase. He also directed The Golden Child with Eddie Murphy, which is still on my watch list. I have the film, and I want to give the movie a watch someday. And he also directed Cops and Robertsons, which is another film with Chevy Chase in, which I watched years ago, and I liked it. I got some enjoyment out of it. But Downhill Racer, this is a film that's based off of the book, The Downhill Racers by Oakley Hall. And I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was a very good movie. Robert Redford, Gene Hackman, both of them were good in the film. Sadly, they're both no longer with us. They end up passing away last year. And this was Michael Ritchie's directorial debut with the film. And basically what the film is about is it follows David Chappellet, who is played by Robert Redford, and he is a skier, and his character comes off very smug, very cocky. He has pretty bad behavior, and him and his buddy are summoned by the team coach Eugene Clare, who is played by Gene Hackman, to replace one of his top skiers who got injured during a competition. And pretty much Robert Redford's character falls into conflict with Gene Hackman's character. And Robert Redford's character is also in this rivalry between him and this guy, Johnny Creech, who was played by Jim McMullen, and which, his character, Johnny Creech, is considered the team's best skier. So Robert Redford, he wants to push himself to, win a championship, and he wants to push to get into skiing in the Winter Olympic Games. And pretty much that's basically what the plot to the film is about. Of course, you have this other plot where Robert Redford's character ends up liking this girl, Carol, who was played by Camilla Sparv. And I thought that they both had good chemistry with each other, for like the short amount of time that Robert Redford's character and Camilla Sparv, they get to know each other, and her character is also a skier as well. But I thought this was very good. Very well shot scenes where you see the mountains, and when they're skiing down the mountains, I thought that those were very well filmed, and you see it from a character's perspective when Robert Redford's character is skiing down mountain slopes. Gene Hackman, very good in the film as the coach. Camilla Sparv, I thought she did well from the amount of screen time that she was in, with Robert Redford. You also have a little 1-second cameo by Sylvester Stallone in one scene where, if you see the film, he ends up bringing food to Camilla Sparv and Robert Redford's character's hotel room. He is a blink and miss. So when you see that scene, it is Sylvester Stallone there. But Robert Redford, very good job that he did in his role here, even though his character is coming off very cocky and smug, just, thinking about himself and, causing, conflict and very bad behavior with his team of guys, and also Gene Hackman's character. But when the film came out, this came out the same year that Robert Redford did Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, which this film was released a month after Butch Cassidy, which Butch Cassidy I have not seen but heard very great things about it. But the film here for trivia, the screenplay for the film was loosely based on The Downhill Races by Oakley Hall. In February 1966, the book's film rights passed from director Mark Robeson to Paramount Pictures at a cost of $15,000 for producer Steve Alexander and screenwriter Graham Ferguson. After attempts to develop the project stalled, the new head of Paramount Production, Robert Evans, used the project to entice Roman Polanski, who was a skiing enthusiast, to direct the film Rosemary's Baby for Paramount. Although Robert Redford passed on Polanski's offer to star in both films, he soon attached himself to the skiing film, taking it on as a pet project. And can you imagine Robert Redford in Rosemary's Baby? I think that would have been, pretty good, but it's good with the cast that they went with, Mia Farrow and John Cassavetes. I really enjoy Mia Farrow and John Cassavetes, both as the leads in Rosemary's Baby, which is a classic. Redford also persuaded novelist James Salter to write a screenplay for the film, introducing him to Polanski and his partner, Gene Kotowski, who agreed to work on the film. In January 1968, Redford was named to produce and star and traveled with Salter to Grenoble and accompanied the U.S. ski team, traveling on buses, sleeping in hallways, taking in the atmosphere, and observing the athletes. Salter's inspiration for Chappellet was the 1964 Olympic silver medal winner Billy Kidd of Vermont, who conveyed an arrogant and aloof quality. But Redford saw Chappellet as more like Spider Savick, the dynamic skier from Cabers, California, who finished fifth that year in the Salom. I think that's how you pronounce it. So, but 3 weeks before the film was due to be shot, Paramount canceled it due to its $3.5 million budget. But after the budget was reduced, filming proceeded. And the film made $1.9 million at the box office. But Downhill Racer, I really enjoyed the film. Very good movie. Very underrated, in my opinion. Roger Ebert, when he talked about the film, he called it the best movie ever made about sports without really being about sports at all, according to him. But if you like skiing and enjoy, doing it, this is a film that's definitely to check out. Definitely check out this film. It's on Criterion on Blu-ray, which I just ordered the Blu-ray, so it should be coming soon. But yeah, check out Downhill Racer. Very good movie. But anyway, that's it for my review of Downhill Racer. Thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoy this review. Definitely give the video a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. And I know I said I was going to do the SmackDown review on Friday, but didn't do it because I found the show to be dull. Although we did crown Drew McIntyre as the new undisputed WWE champion, which deserving for Drew McIntyre. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all later.